Hey, what's going on, friends and theme park fans? This is Silver Stix here for another Stix Top 6, where I count down the best and worst that theme parks have to offer. Yum 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 yum. Yes, folks, today here on Stix Top 6, we'll be exploring one of my personal favorite topics of all time, and that, of course, as you can probably tell by the title, is good foods, specifically throughout Universal. And this is a topic I hold near and dear to my heart for two fantastic reasons. Number one, I like food. Solid enough, you gotta give me that one. And number two, while your day at the park will mostly consist of riding rides and watching shows and walking up a storm, there's beauty and fun in the slower moments where you can just sit down and grab a bite to eat either by yourself or with others. It's just a nice, calm change of pace from everything else going on at the park, and I absolutely love it. And it's for these two reasons alone that I am more than excited to bring you guys along today as we jump right in and count down what I consider to be the top 6 best restaurants at Universal Orlando Resort. Let's get right into this. Alrighty folks, starting off our list today, we'll be making our way over to the World Expo section of Universal Studios, specifically Springfield, where we'll be able to grab some lunch with the Simpsons in Fast Food Boulevard. And I know, right up front, technically I'm cheating by picking the entirety of Fast Food Boulevard for this list because it is a food court with 6 mini restaurants to choose from, but because it's all in the same enclosed area and the theming around the entire location is off the charts, I just felt like I had to give it some credit. And I mean, yes, while the decor is flawless and will keep you in awe for your entire meal, the food itself is what will really keep you coming back, whether you're grabbing a pizza from Luigi's, a healthy option from Lisa's, a fried meal from the Flying Dutchman or Cletus's, a Flaming Moe, Fast Food Boulevard's signature drink, or even a legendary real-life Krusty Burger, I promise you, you will be absolutely in love with your meal. It's quick service, so don't expect a full 5-star experience, but for what it's worth, the food always comes out hot and fresh, the plethora of options makes it so just about anyone can get something they enjoy, and the prices are beyond reasonable for just about everything in here. I've personally been to Fast Food Boulevard at this point with people of all ages, and I've never seen someone walk away feeling disappointed. It's a great little place to stop for a quick lunch or dinner, and I definitely suggest giving it a shot if you haven't already. You will certainly not be let down. Making our way over to Islands of Adventure now, inside Toon Lagoon, we can actually find the very first Universal restaurant I ever ate at. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Comic Strip Cafe. Back when I was in 5th grade, we visited here on our end-of-the-year field trip, and nowadays I actually hear quite a bit of negativity surrounding this location, but up to this point, I've honestly never had a bad experience eating here. And because I hold such a nostalgic tie with this place, I'll always give it the love it deserves. It's themed around Sunday morning newspaper comics like Beetle Bailey, Broomhilda, and Nancy, for example, and the menu is just all over the place with American food like burgers, tenders, and hot dogs, but then there's also a few Chinese and seafood options as well as some classic pizza. So similar to Fast Food Boulevard, this is honestly a great stop for just about anybody to come in and get something they enjoy, and with the creative, clean, and colorful fun atmosphere, and some of the friendliest employees you'll ever meet, this is definitely one spot you'll find yourself coming back to time and time again for years to come. Swimming on over to the entrance of Universal's CityWalk, where we'll stumble right into our number 4 pick today, the almighty Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. Obviously based off the fantastic film Forrest Gump, and specifically the character Bubba, who knew everything there is to know about the shrimping business.
I know everything there is to know about the shrimping business.
Exactly, and they must have brought some of that knowledge into the real world when they opened Bubba Gump Shrimp Co. for real, because wow, the food here is so good. It's sort of like a good table service version of Long John Silver's, if that makes any sense. It's got like a lot of fried seafood stuff, mostly shrimp, as you could probably assume, but they also serve like burgers and fries and whatnot. It's all extremely good as well. The desserts and specialty drink options for kids and adults alike here are also astounding. Seriously, for a place you'd assume to be nothing more than some intricate theming and shrimp galore, it's honestly a pretty diverse menu with solid choices for appetizers, entrees, and desserts. It's great for a quick run-in meal or a long sit-down and chill meal. The decor is outstanding, there's tons of photo opportunities, and the staff are always incredibly inviting. It's just an overall solid restaurant, and it definitely deserves about 10 recommendations from me. Just go try it, it's amazing, trust me. Sticking around CityWalk, we'll be able to find one of the best authentic Mexican restaurants I've ever been to inside or outside of theme parks, the wonderful Antojitos. This reasonably priced restaurant features all your favorite Mexican foods that you could possibly imagine: tacos, burritos, chimichangas, queso, the whole 9 yards, but it's all just seasoned so well and cooked to absolute perfection. I've genuinely never had a meal here that was anything less than stellar. This place really is just legendary on all accounts. It's the only restaurant on this list that isn't themed around an IP of some kind. The food, service, and upbeat ambiance seriously carry this place on their own and help it stand against all the other restaurant titans on property, which I feel it does pretty darn well. Especially on the select nights when there's a live mariachi band playing, because that just adds to the experience. Altogether, this place is just an absolute gem that makes for a great dinner after a long day at the parks, and while it may not have an IP connected to it, it sure does have enough that it's bound to keep just about anyone coming back for a long, long time. Flying on over to Hogsmeade in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, where we can find probably the most immersive dining experience you could ever ask for, with the 3 broomsticks. Obviously, just about anything in the Wizarding World is themed to absolute perfection, but seriously, they went above and beyond with this restaurant. The employee uniforms and how dedicated they are to staying in character, the unbelievably lifelike decor, the Thanksgiving grandiose food like it came straight out of the Great Hall itself. I swear everything is simply flawless here. And yes, while the dinners are beyond extravagant, I'm just generally not the one to rush towards a big Thanksgiving dinner on most days in Florida. However, the breakfasts here are right up my alley. Delicious pancakes and eggs, perfectly cooked bacon, and a croissant, and that's just what I order. Everything else looks and smells great too. I just really gotta give it up to this place, whether you come in the morning, afternoon, or night, and whether you order a main course, a dessert, or even just grab one of the specialty drinks, you will be fully satisfied. It's just a downright great restaurant, and I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. Alrighty folks, drifting on back over to Universal CityWalk one last time, where we can kick back and chillax at what I consider to be the absolute best restaurant in all of Universal Orlando, Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, baby, yeah! Besides the fact that Jimmy Buffett was my dad's favorite musical artist, so I'll always hold a personal tie to this place, it's just awesome on its own. From Jimmy's actual plane and the gift shop outside, to the inside furnishings and overall theme, this place will grab your interest before you even take a seat. But of course, once you do, you'll be greeted by some of the outright best coastal food, or really just some of the best food, period, that you've ever eaten, because there are like burgers and chicken and stuff as well, you know? This place is cleanly beyond belief, the staff are always incredibly nice and go above and beyond to make sure you have a great visit, the specialty foods and drinks are all a little pricey but well worth it, and most of the other prices are pretty appropriate, honestly. I've been here more times than I can count at this point, and it's usually my go-to restaurant when I head to Universal, and I've never had the slightest issue on any visit. I came here a bunch of times with friends and family as well, and again, no one has ever had any sort of problem. It's always just two massive thumbs up from everyone, and I guarantee that's how it'll be for anyone else as well. It's in my opinion a total 5-star restaurant, and I seriously just cannot recommend it enough. It is genuinely fantastic. Alrighty gang, so that's gonna about wrap up today's Stix Top 6 Best Restaurants at Universal Orlando Resort. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video around. It'd mean a lot and help out a ton. Also, please leave in the comments what your favorite restaurants throughout Universal Orlando are so we can start a conversation down there. But anyway guys, until then, this is Silver Stix signing out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, theme park fans. Peace.